Hello, hello. Testing, testing. Ah. Ow, ow, ow. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, or whichever do does apply to you. Your host, Lord Valrox, here back with yet another stream, and as the title states, Fate. Fate Grand Order. I was gonna make a segue right there saying Epic of Remnant. No, 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 no. But the funny thing is, though, like, again, it's been how long? I should be tackling the Epic of Remnants chapters, but the thing is, like, again, you know what? Actually, no. Without even getting, into it first, hold on. Actually, no, I forgot. The one thing I said I was gonna do from here on out was try to at least greet in French. So salut, salut mes amis. Comment ça va? J'espère que would it be vous va bien? Uh, bon matin, bon soirée, bonne nuit. I need to figure out how to say the other one, or whichever does apply. Although that does sound like a mouthful now that I think about it, though. At any rate, like I said, let's go ahead and jump into the page because that'll probably best explain things. And while I'm at it, hold on, let's see. We'll do that, and then yeah, you should be able to hear the volume. I'm checking right here. Yeah, volume levels are pretty high. Yeah, and my voice levels are pretty high, so we should be good. So, bait-wise, like, again, like, I think, like, what can we talk about? Well, specifically, again, this is the account that is going to take us through, the, Atlantis. The other accounts, like, again, I haven't made progress either. And even with my main account and secondary main account, they're still technically... They haven't even beaten on the 7th Lost Belt. And from what I understand correctly, like, again, we're already getting ready for our Ordeal Call. I'm not even there yet. But as we know, like, we recently had the event, what is it with... what's it called again? Right, Lilium Harlot, right? Yeah, I hear you, Nero. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to pull Nero on this account. However, this account was fortunate enough to pull at least... Oh, yeah, you could see, yeah, the evocation stuff. We picked up Echan. But we managed to get... Yeah, that's right. The one and only alter ego. No, again, no disrespect to the little one over here. Well, we managed to get a Mama on this account. Tiamat. I personally, well, it's nothing against Nero. Like, again, having a beast isn't a bad thing in your account. But I think, what is it, Tiamat doesn't suffer as much from being at MP1 versus Nero being at MP1. That's not to say MP1 Nero is bad, but I feel like, again, MP1 Tiamat definitely has a lot more to offer. I say that as I'm barely raising the seals too. But again, work in progress for a lot of things. What else is new, right? Let's see if I can raise some skills. Probably not, because yeah, I'm low on QP, so yeah, we're not even touching that. So, and like, everything's not entirely lost. So like I said, yeah, it's all in the title. We're just going ahead and get started and jump into Atlantis. The sooner we get through Atlantis, the better. Again, like I say, I plan to blitz through all this, but again, that's hard in and of itself too. Oh, that's right. I don't have my... Hold on. A little sight beyond sight, as I always like to call it. We're Atlantis related. What was this one again? 5-15. Oh, we're at 15 already. So we're getting close. Well, not quite, because there's 26 acts. So we're barely a little over the halfway point. So we're still a little bit struggling there. But we'll get there one way or the other. Oh wait, I just noticed. What the heck? Oh right, yeah, I left it on the screen. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, don't mind the empty space on the other side. Still though, Act 15 looks like we're facing off against mobs. Nothing but mobs. Charmander, I choose you. First time I saw it there. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot we got Satanto as well. His skills on this account 877 because again, that's all I could afford at the moment. I think we were also missing materials too. So there's that as well. But yeah. What else? I think we're okay with this for the time being. Hold on. I want to check something else. Yeah, they get 10, 10, 10 across the board too with the skills. It is what it is. I want to get more copies of God Arjuna on this account. Again, as much as I would love Morgan, I feel like, again, Arjuna's has been more consistent. Section 15, Lost Spell, an Absent Monster, and Great Labyrinth in Ruins. Okay. No hostiles detected near Purse Island. No sign of Artemis in nearby orbital space either. Right. All hands prepare to make it land. Okay, so we make it a divine construct for Orion instead of Achilles, like we originally planned. But that shouldn't affect the forging process too much one way or the other. Bartholomew, you stay behind and watch the ship like usual. Paris, I want you to do the same. Take the ships around to the other side of the island and be ready to rendezvous with us there. You got it, leader. We'll work with the Nemos to keep the Argus safe. You don't have to worry about us. Hi again. I'll be staying behind with the ship this time. Here's the container for the nanomachines. Please make sure you use this to collect the Hephaestus Chironomia once you find them. We will. Okay, see you all later. Later. A gentle breeze and no sign of trouble anywhere, huh? I don't like it. This is the exact sort of moment when unforeseen disaster tends to strike. But I guess there's nothing I can do now except pray that fortune smiles upon them. Oh no, that's not a good sign. Ugh. More Atlantis border guards. Do you think they've seen us? No. From what I've observed, their patrol routes appear to be restricted to a standard range. They had received word that we were coming here to see Lord Hephaestus. I imagine that they would be far more vigilant right now. They are most likely simply deploying these guards to every island in the vicinity. They knew Lord Hephaestus was here. The security detail will surely look very different. Guess that means we'll just have to take care of him, huh? Any quick-moving demonic beast nearby? Doesn't look like it. Okay, let's do this. Got it. Right, let's do our best out there, everyone. Whoa, what happened to you? I've never seen you so fired up before. I just decided that from now on, I'm going to focus on completing the task at hand, whatever it takes. Alright, let's do this. God, I miss bringing these characters to life in my own way. Though it has been a while, so I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna sound all that good either. But we'll get back at it one way or another. I refuse to let it stay this way. God Arjuna, show us your power. You know, let's get us some stars in there too. Ooh, that did not inspire confidence. Mahapralaya. Not bad, not bad, not bad at all. What are we facing next? More foot soldiers. 2 out of 2, not bad. Ooh, one of them's a little on the hefty side. Nothing, a little attack boost won't help. And just for fun, add a layer just in case, if for whatever reason the attack doesn't finish them off. But I don't think that'll ever happen. A miscalculation on my part? Hardly. Although I am curious, I am very tempted to see if I can run other instances of BlueStacks and they don't get stuck. The reason I say that is because, like, again, I still want to do streams with the other accounts too. Actually, no, I don't need to. I don't need the other 2 on here. I mean, yes and no. I mean, I would love to, so then again, when I can do the streams where I do, what is it again? The events. Because again, it sucks that I, like, again, because of the events I can't, well, I mean, I could, but then I'd only be streaming the one. And I wouldn't be able to, like, run the other accounts because, again, for whatever reason or another, like, I'm not able to run them all in parallel with everything that's going on screen. It's just that heavy, I guess. Or something else. Because the thing is, I've noticed that I've been able to run 2 BlueStacks on the side while I'm streaming something like this. I think, I don't remember. That takes care of them? But it won't take long for Odysseus' main fleet to realize we're here once they fail to report in. That said, they probably won't get here that quickly. Do not say things like that. You will only invite disaster. In all human history, fate has never been kind to those who are very overly optimistic in their estimations. Damn it, you're right. As if to prove the point, your reminder just inspired my brain to flash back to all the worst memories from my life simultaneously. We need to hurry. Chiome, Monricardo, you've already been infused with Hephaestus Chironomia, right? Does that mean you can tell where the temple is once we get close enough? Yes, we should be able to, but this island is also bigger than I believed. Yeah, right now all I can say is that I can vaguely tell it's on the other side. I see. I suppose there's nothing to be done but start looking for it. Aren't you forgetting something? What about the labyrinth? It's guarded by the Minotaur, right? So won't it attack us if we go in unprepared? We're having a flashback. I don't think we'll have to worry about that. Right. I don't think we need to worry about that either. Sounds like there's a sad story there. And being the downer I am, I can tell this is a good time to keep my mouth shut. Well, if you say so, I'll take your word for it, but we should at least take some thread with us. Then again, maybe there wouldn't be much point to that, since it probably break pretty easily. Ariana's thread wouldn't work, wouldn't? Oh no, sorry, Ariana's thread wouldn't. Alright, I think I pronounced it really. Ariana's thread wouldn't. It was especially well when imbued with a fair maiden's prayers to ensure it would never break no matter what. Then if I pray hard enough, does that mean I could make Ariana's threads too? Since when are you fair or a mate? Don't go there, Jason, unless you're really eager to bleed. On second thought, I withdraw my comment. Backpedaling fiercely away from the landmine. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work, Forte. How come? The reason Ariane's prayers were so effective is because she loved Theseus' body and soul. If they hadn't had the power of love on their side, Theseus would have never been able to follow the thread all the way back to the exit. I'd usually scoff at that, but I can't deny that love does have a lot of Cursed power, especially in Greece. Love, huh? True, I suppose that wouldn't work. Certainly not with a woman who never fell in love when she was alive. Can't argue with that. Jason, don't be mean. That was uncalled for. Part of being a hero is encouraging others to face unpleasant truths. Don't be fooled, Master. He doesn't mean it. He's just spitting out the first believable platitude that comes to mind. Coming up with convincing words to say on the spot is also part of being a hero. You could at least pretend to feel bad. Enough out of all the Greek heroes. I mean it. Damn it, I wish I could sacrifice you two in exchange for summoning Heracles back. Well, you can't. Come on. Don't you think that'd be a waste of a perfectly good hero right here? Oh? Name me one thing about you that surpasses Heracles in any way. My good looks. He and I both got you beat there. Talk about an endless, pointless argument. I agree. After all, no two people will always agree about what constitutes good looks. This is so stupid. Now I wish we brought Paris along. He's a better looker than all of them. I'm surprised you've got so much respect for the guy who killed you. Ah, crap. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that out loud. Oh, absolutely. It took a lot of courage for him to take up that bow and kill me, and I respect him for it. Not that I can say so when he's around, since he's always taking pot shots at me. Why not? No need to be shy with praise. You think something tells me that wouldn't go over very well. Something happened with you and Master? Juan Ricardo? You seem closer now somehow. Kinda. Really? That's all you're gonna say? So you're friends now? Grr. I'm kind of jealous. Maybe it would help me get closer to him too if I tried speaking more informally myself. Would that be okay? Hell yeah, it would. Speaking as a lifelong romantic, I guarantee it. If you want to get closer to me while you're at it, that's totally okay too. Then again, that's easier said than done. What? You're not even listening to me, are you? Guess she's lost in her own thoughts right now. The nuns at the Abbey were always very particular about ensuring we spoke politely, after all. It's very hard to unlearn a lifetime of habits like that overnight. Whatever am I going to do? Oh. Master, I can see a hunter off in the distance. Perhaps we should try asking him where we can find the labyrinth. Looks like that might be our only choice. Then I will try speaking to him casually, so that he does not think us suspicious. Oh my. Hiya there! What? Who are you? So much for that plan. I'll go too and try to smooth things over. The labyrinth? Why would you want to go there? It's our job to go around investigating ruins of that nature. Well, there might be one old man back in the village who knows where it is. Really? That would be a big help. Come with me, I'll show you the way. We have heard rumors that the labyrinth's monster is no longer there. Do you know they are true? First I've heard of that. Wait, really? The labyrinth's monster's gone now? When I was a kid, my parents told me to stay away from there unless I wanted to be eaten. Some people went to check it out themselves and never returned. Now the nameless monster's dead, huh? Never would have seen that coming. I'm sorry, nameless? Oh, I think it used to have a name at some point, but we all forgot it ages ago. I mean, why would we need to know it? It's not like we were ever gonna go near the thing anyways. I see. Then none of you ever thought to try to vanquish this monster? You're all more than strong enough to handle demonic beasts, thanks to your Theos Chironomia. So how come none of you ever thought to kill the labyrinth monster and make a name for yourselves? Why do you want to do that? Well, you know, To be heroes or something. Are you nuts? How could a bunch of exiles like us ever become heroes? When you say exiles, you mean you were exiled from Olympus? Yeah, that's right. They said we had bugs or something like that, so we got kicked out. So it'd be wrong for us to become heroes. And I ask you something too. That'd mean you knew there was a monster in the labyrinth all this time, but you never tried to kill it, right? Weren't you scared knowing it was out there? That it would come and attack you and your village anytime it wanted? What else could we do? A god made that monster, so we got no business killing it. Gotcha. Okay, there's the village over there. Wonderful, thank you. I'll go on ahead then. I must say, there's something very bland about these people. That Artemis said something along those lines too. That there's something about them that's fundamentally different from us. For better or for worse, there were definitely people like that in proper human history too. People who unquestionably accept what they've been given and settle down without attempting to push things forward. Honestly, they were probably the majority. It's a much easier way to live after all. People like that aren't the type to embark on the arduous quest so they can come home with a golden fleece. But at least they don't try to drag you down or badmouth you. That much I appreciate. I don't know if I agree with that. Doesn't the fact that none of them ever say anything mean, or try to drag us down mean that they don't even feel such basic emotions as frustration or envy? Indeed. The people of Atlantis have gone down a very different path, both from proper human history and from the people of the Indian Lost Spell. I have no doubt that their lives are peaceful and content. They lived for hundreds of years. I suspect most of them never got so much as a cold. Because the Theos Chironomia, the general purpose nanomachines they have been given to stop every germ and virus in its tracks. They spend their days tilling their fields, tending their livestock, hunting wild game, protecting their village from demonic beasts, and worshiping Olympus. A simple life, to be sure. The people of the Chinese Lost Spell had forgotten their culture because it was taken away, but these people have abandoned civilization in the wake of their exile. No, that's not quite right. Not that it's more that there's simply no need for them to develop their civilization further. I see. I also doubt that this civilization imposes any form of sacrifice on its people, unlike proper human history, and its tendency to plow ahead regardless of who or what may be obstructing its path. That being said, we have thus far only seen how these exiled Atlantis viewed this world, whereas the people who live in Olympus near the top of the tree of emptiness may well see things differently. Who can say? Who knows? Quien sabe? Whew. That's a lot of talking. Mucho hablando. Se me cansa la garganta. My throat. ¿Y cuántos capítulos faltan? How many more chapters, folks? We still got... Hold on, let's see. 15. Oh, we're still in 15. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Yeah, we're gonna be here a while. Vamos a estar aquí un rato todavía. Continuando, el próximo... Oh, shit. I mean... Oh, mon Dieu. Damn it, I screwed it up. I meant to say, oh my god. But, I mean, hold on. Hon, you're back. Sure am. I come bringing all the meat you could ask for. And who might these folks be? They say they're here to investigate the labyrinth. Okay, what about it are you looking to investigate? Well, you know, this and that. Even though you're still so young and small, goodness, you poor thing. I can't believe you have to go around investigating labyrinths when you can't be more than 100 years old. Well, what can I say? On my island, it is customary to begin working in one's adolescence. Anyway, the labyrinth, huh? Now, where was it again? I'm guessing old man Kinigos will know. I remember him saying he went there way back then. When? Let's see, I think Kinigos should be living in the oldest house in the village. No, I'm not sure if he's even still alive, to be honest. Dang. By the way, we got ads incoming in the next 2 minutes, folks. The labyrinth? Why would you want to go somewhere like that? You do know there's a monster there, don't you? Oh yes, there's no need to worry. We are quite capable of taking care of monsters. All we need to know is how to get there, so if you have a map or something of the sort, that would be a huge help. You know, the way you talk, all stiff and all, it's weird. Weird? Jason. Jason's over in the corner, not even trying to stifle his laughter. Well, whatever. This is the map that I used back when I went, so don't blame me if the roads have changed since then. Should I just send it to you then? Yes, that'd be fine. Gosh, I haven't sent data like this in forever. How come? 'Cause there's usually no need to when we're just out here living our lives. Could you not use this functionality to communicate with people far away? Why would I need to do that when everyone I'd want to talk to is right here? I sure don't know anyone on any far-off island. It would be one thing we could use to communicate with the gods. That would surely be a blessing. There's no point in forming networks between ordinary humans. I suppose you're right. Come on, Kingnos, it's almost time to eat. I know, I'll be right there. Alright, that's all I got for you. Thank you for your help. This will be invaluable. Oh, we're gonna get hit as with a moment, so... These people really don't have any ambitions, do they? So... It's okay, you're cute when you're being polite and all. Cute? What? Don't be ridiculous. I am a Kunoichi. First and foremost, remember? And cuteness is one of a Kunoichi's primary weapons, so it only makes sense that I would be cute as well. What am I trying to say, Master? Is that you must have unwittingly fallen prey to my Kunoichi charms. You have my sympathies. Damn it, Master. You gotta be more careful with complimenting that one. Any praise this ninja gets goes right to her head. She's real gullible like that. Gullible? You, Lord Jason, are calling me gullible? And you think I am? You may not be gullible, but you are absolutely be gullible. That's not even a word. At any rate... Oh, hold on. Oh, like, word device. Oh. We got ads, but stick around. I'm not sure if you can hear me through the ads. Salud. ¿Cómo se va? Like I said, right now it says, Twitch says there's ads, so I'm not sure who got hit with the ads or not, or if you can hear me. Salut à tous. S'il te plaît. I'm doing good. Again, it's been a while since I did this type of stream where I'm like, again, reading the story and giving voice to the characters. So I'm kind of glad to be back to do this. But like I said, I'm not sure, like, it says that the ads are running right now. They'll be back in 30 seconds. So I'm not sure if everyone can hear me. But again, if everyone can, then I'll continue. I mean, I'm continuing regardless, but I just want to be sure that I'm letting you know that I can hear you. I can see your message. It's a pleasure to have you here. Now I'm getting a, what's the word? A little... shy. Now I'm feeling exactly the same thing right now when Chiyohime got shy over here. Like, I feel like I'm having a cute moment right now because you're here. I'll continue with the story. Welcome back, everyone, to Twitch. Hopefully that ad wasn't too long. Welcome back, welcome back. Like again, I wasn't sure if everyone got hit with the ad or not. But like I said, welcome back regardless, and we'll continue the story. At any rate, as I was saying, these people truly do not have anything in the way of ambitions or vigor. That's just what happens when people spend their whole lives without any kind of technological revolution. When life now looks exactly the same as it did 10,000 years ago, of course they'll lose all appetite for it. At least it's a very peaceful way to live. Only because those people haven't moved past depending on the gods. You know, Lord Jason, for someone born in the age of gods, you certainly don't like them very much. You wouldn't either if you'd grown up there. Though I have to say, whether we're talking this lost world or proper human history, knowing the 12 Olympians were robots makes a lot of sense. Oh, hold on, I want to read what you wrote. Let's see. Salut, ma chérie. Comment ça va? J'espère que tu vas bien. Let's see. I'm glad that you're here as well. I was talking earlier during the commercial. I wasn't sure if you can hear me, but I think probably not, so I'll repeat what I said. Basically, I got all shy. I'm not sure what point in the stream you jumped in, but I got all shy. Similar to, like, again, the patches over here with Chiyohime where, like, what's the word I want to say? Oh, merci, merci. I'm feeling cute now. Now that you're here, feeling cute and shy. Anyways, trying to maintain my composure. No worries. We'll continue. Let's see. What the heck is this? Okay, no, that's fine. We're good. Explains why their way of thinking was always so incredibly inhuman. Huh? I thought the Greek gods were famous for being, you know, all too human. Yes, and their motives were definitely human, but the conclusions they arrived at, and the way they generally conducted themselves, were all distinctly inhuman. For example, some scholars believe they started the Trojan War to thin out the human population after they decided there were too many of us. Yikes. I don't know if that's true or not, but I wouldn't be at all surprised if it was. And let's not forget that in this lost world, the same 12 Olympians have endured all the way up to the present day. I'm sure even the minor gods live anywhere from a few hundreds to a few thousand years here. You know, that reminds me of something. Hold on, I want to read. Glad to see you're streaming again. Of course, and I'm glad, like I said, I'm glad you're here as well. I think voices suit you very well. I think voices suit very well the characters. Oh, merci. Like again, no, I'm getting shy. I said, oh my god, earlier, but hold on. Now I'm getting nervous, but hold on. I got this. I'm trying to think of the way you say it too, because again, like, your words ring in my head, right? Oh. I'm trying to think. No, I'm drawing them like, no. Oh, hold on, I got this. Oh. No. I'm trying to remember. I can't pronounce the much presence on these, so... Oh, you. No, I butchered it right there. But it definitely sounded a lot better than the last time, I think. I hope. Well, it may be... damn it, I'm reading the dialogues again. Well, it may be to different degrees. You said the Greek gods were robots, both here and in proper human history, right? But the divine spirit-based servants that we met, like Uriel, for example, all look like ordinary humans. So the 12 Olympians are robots. Why aren't the gods who serve them robots as well? Right. For instance, Orion. Poseidon is your father, right? Yeah, he is. But I get the feeling I never actually met him back when I was alive. I expect that may wait, damn it, I gotta read the dialogue again. I expect that may be very similar to the way myths ebb and flow throughout the world. For example, we already know that gods which emerged from concepts in nature across various lands were integrated into Greek mythology. So while I can't be sure if this is due to the 12 Olympians themselves or the faith of their worshippers, it makes perfect sense in this case that subservient gods would take the form of humans and animals. After all, these robotic gods clearly came from another planet altogether, and are of a wholly foreign nature. But even so, wouldn't the myths end up twisting the forms of these subservient gods to resemble the Olympians? I mean, if that happens all the time, right? When an enemy god from a different land's mythology is changed into a hideous monster. Their form ends up changing after the fact to match. I think this is what is causing it. Oh, merci. I'm glad you like it, but it pales in comparison to your voice. I was gonna say, again, if one of these days, right, if you could and wanted to join me on stream, we can do like these type of streams where we read that characters. It can be either or. I'm not suggesting that you'd have to do only the female characters. If you wanted to voice the male characters, I'd welcome that as well. But you definitely have the more perfect voice for the ladies, of course. Your voice is so much cuter. And I would get to tease you, of course. Respectfully, of course. Pardon. Excuse me. I'm continuing. So why wouldn't that happen to God? Why wouldn't that happen to God being made? Ah, damn it, hold on. Subservient to one of these robots. The Olympians may have wished to avoid appearing completely alien to their worshippers. After all, I rather doubt there was anything else in all of ancient Greece in any way similar to them. So the fact that Orion looks completely human despite being beside his son is most likely. Yeah, I think you're right. The Triton side of me still remembers what Poseidon looks like. But I think that's only because he gave Triton special treatment, since he entrusted him to defend the sea as his successor. Whereas I don't think he thought of his children who lived on land as anything more than familiars. Yeah, good point. Now that I think about it, I don't actually know a single thing about my old man. My mother was a lesser god, and looked completely human. Though that didn't stop my parents from separating because of irreconcilable differences. Well, suffice to say, I think there's one phrase that sums it perfectly. The gods are crazy. And now I'm glad I never had any divinity of my own. Ah, damn it, I skipped the dialogue right there. It's like, no, I wanted to read it. Oh. Ooh, that excuse-moi was cool. Oh, merci. But not as cool as you when you speak French. I meant to sincerely, again. When things, and if you want to, like I said, I'd welcome you on a co-star type of stream where we could do something like reading dialogue like this, or anything else. Just being able to hear your cute, adorable voice. I'd be complimenting to you non-stop. At any rate, though, let's continue. Sorry. Not trying to be too, what's the word? Flirtatious over here on my end. Like, oh my. There's nobody here. There isn't, is there? What's the meaning of this? I mean, you'd expect there to at least be a few guards around an island temple by now, right? Oh, dang. Hold on. Dry throat. I just realized I don't think I've been consistently drinking water today. So, I think I might be able to do another hour of this, maybe. I'd try to push for 3 hours, but the thing is though, I almost forget that, doing type of, dialogue type of, streams like this, it's very taxing. Even more so when, doing different voices for characters, because, again, my range goes from what? I did a voice similar like this. Oh, damn it. And then you have the Jason voice that sounds all pompous and full of himself. Then you have, right here, Achilles. And let's see, hold on. What was I doing for Achilles? There's no way the villagers wouldn't have told them where to find it. Do you suppose this monster that lives in the labyrinth might have eaten them? That seems highly unlikely. everything we've been told, he resided deep within the labyrinth, even here in this lost belt. More concretely, there are no signs of a struggle here. I'm getting a bad feeling about this. Should we leave someone on lookout, or should we all go in together? What do you think, Jason? Let's all go in together. Hang on, leader, what's your reasoning? It's a standard practice to leave someone standing guard when delving into underground labyrinths like this, right? That's why I don't like it. Gotcha. Alright then, let's go in. Okay. Whew. This labyrinth looks a lot like the one we saw in Okeanos. Guess this means the story about Daedalus building it to contain the Minotaur is pretty much the same here. Though it seems that Lord Daedalus' name was never recorded in this Lost Belts legends. Okay. I'm guessing we'll lose comms right about now. Huh? Why is that? Because that's what the records from Okeanos say. Right, I remember now. Yes. This is where we met Asteris and Uriel. That was quite the ordeal, wasn't it? What is it, Jason? You look like your head's about to split open. Let's just say all my memories of Okeanos are extremely bad ones. Now, think of this as your chance for a new beginning. Oh, damn. We got enemies. Well, we got demonic beasts. Damn. There's more of them than I thought there'd be. They're coming in both behind and in front of us. I count 26 altogether. I see. Then looks like the Minotaur's really is gone. There's no way it would let this many weaklings take up residence in this labyrinth otherwise. Either way, we're still surrounded. Haha, we might be surrounded. But it's gonna take way more than a bunch of weaklings like these to challenge me. Oh, damn my voice. Oh, in that case, Orion, what would you say to a little contest? Sounds good to me. I'll even give you a handicap to make up for that injury. Don't worry about that. I don't need my immortal body to take care of these chumps. So what'll it be? Whoever kills the most wins? Whoever kills the most the fastest. You're on. Good. If you guys are that sure you can win, I can relax and get some shut-eye. Wait when you're all done. Freaking Jason. I don't believe it. You're actually laying down to sleep. Master, you can handle picking the formation. You can manage that much, right? Don't worry, I got this. Well now. Look who's on top of things. Alright then, I'll leave it to you. Here they come. Awaiting your orders, Master. Oh, okay, I see. Achilles, you take the front. Got it. Let's do this. Whew. Jumping between that whole scratchy high voice of Orion and then that whole semi-deep voice with Achilles. Oh, nice, we get Achilles. Wait, we get Achilles. Oh, okay, I see. Hold on, reviewing. Okay, there is one powerful enemy. I see. Debating. Because we're forced to bring Achilles. That's, I mean, it's not a bad thing, but... Hold on, let me swap this out over here. Let's give them a different equipment so they can perform better in battle. Let's see. This one work. Yeah, this one work. Maybe we could leave Satanta in there. Yeah, this will be fine. Nothing like a good old battle just to give my throat a rest. Again, yes, I love the whole voice acting. I can't get enough of saying that multiple times. But it really does take its toll on my throat for sure. But then again, it's been a while as well. I think, hold on. Okay, we want to use this one at least. Okay, that's good. We'll save that for later. Actually, no, I know exactly what I'm gonna do. Hold on, I got this, I got this. Okay, hopefully he's strong enough to wipe out the next turn. We do this. Well, hold on the buffs right now. We just gotta get him. Actually, no, hold on. We'll do this. I just realized, well, I mean, it's not a bad move. I should have let Orion hit with his second card right there. He could have charged up more, but it's okay. And the next part here, though, you have to stop in. Well, I have to use all of Koyanskaya's buffs right now. Yeah, that won't return it. Well, yeah, no, it's fine. Yeah, okay, we'll have the battery for the next turn, so we'll be able to match and get that out of the way. Alright, Orion. Show us what you got. Actually, just in case I wanna... That one's probably gonna die, but it's fine. Not bad, not bad, and... Right, it's set to fast mode, so that's why the attacks are going real fast too. Otherwise, normally we'd watch things in a more eloquent manner, I guess you would say. Oh, my throat. Oh my god, Origin Hydra, huh? Very well then. Oh, nice. You know, never hurts to be prepared. No, we should be fine. And the verdict is, it's still alive. Yeah, it's a Hydra. At least that's what the name described on there. Said on there. I was gonna say, you remember what a Hydra is. I think you mentioned to me before you watched Hercules, right? So yeah, it's similar to that Hydra, like the 8-headed Hydra that Hercules faced. Yeah. You know that one monster that if you cut their head and you want to pierce? Exactly. Yep, you remembered. Reference to the movie. Oh yeah, that's right. Technically, there we go. That's the last of them. Oh damn it! Looks like I won at both speed and skills. Got a problem with that? No, I don't. Aw, poor Orion. Come on, Master. Can't you give me some orders too? It's hard to keep track of 2 battlefronts at once. Haha, looks to me like you still got a lot of learning to do in that regard. But don't worry. Now that I'm mentally rested, after a quick power nap, it'll be more than I'll be more than able to make up for your many shortcomings. You're telling you, servants don't need to sleep. By the way, Scout Chiome, how are things looking up ahead? This is the furthest point on the old man's map, but there is still a great deal of the labyrinth left to cover. So what do we do now? Worry not, I have this well in hand. Now that Lord Hephaestus' presence is getting stronger, I should have no difficulty finding him. Follow me. Right, I forgot to mention, but technically in this, what you would call it, this chapter, this story, we're in like what is similar to like being in the Greek mythology area. So a lot of like what is it, creatures, monsters, and characters are references to that area, specifically again the Olympic gods and so forth. That's why we have Achilles right there, and Jason of the Argonauts, and Orion, of course. Let's see. Oh, there's no battles for this one. Oh, wait, no, that means it's gonna be dialogue. Well, I mean, dialogue isn't bad. It just means I had to hold myself together here. I know we expected as much, but this labyrinth certainly is long, isn't it? How are you holding up, Master? I think I might have to stop and rest soon. Given your passion for just going ahead and no matter what, you must really be exhausted. Why don't we all take a break then? Here, Master. Just give me a moment to find a blanket to put down. Then you can sit. Aw, ever so thoughtful, Mash. Your legs must be especially tired, huh? I'll just massage your cows for you. Oh my. I guess I'll stand lookout from now. Aw, poor Mona Ricardo, always so shy. Hey, Corday! When you're done massaging Master's legs, make sure to do mine next. Okay. Wait, I thought you weren't tired. I'm not, I just want to feel relaxed. In that case, you can massage your own legs. Very well, if you truly want one, I can oblige with a pressure point massage if you like. Great, I'll leave it to you then. Understood. Acupressure it is then. I was not aware that servants could build up exhaustion to this degree. Here we go. It seems you have something of a bad liver. For that I have need to really dig in, as if I were trying to gouge out the pressure point right out of you. Oh God! Save me! Here I go. Maybe I should stop her. I'm not really sure what the best thing to do here is. I love when you say, oh my. Oh, merci, mon chéri. She's flirting with him. I'm like, wait, who's flirting with who? I mean, I'm not flirting. And if I would be, like, again... I mean, can you blame me for trying to flirt with you? At any rate, though... Let's see... Please stop. I don't want to die. Alright, last one. Be warned, this is going to hurt a bit. Huh? You mean everything else up till now wasn't supposed to? Ow! Phew, that is better. You're quite stiff, but everything should be nice and loose now. How about you, Master? Would you also like me to... Thanks, but no thanks. Now, there's no need to be shy. Oh, dang, her dialogue got skipped. Huh? Is it... It is not that at all. Aw. Say, Master? What was the proper human history Asterios like? He was very... kind, I think. I see. That doesn't quite line up with what I know about him. True.